Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Race 1 of Season 6 of the Degenerate Race League. I'm your host tonight, Nathaniel Acker, a new voice in the casting booth. I will be taking you through all of the action, all 45 minutes here at the Autodromo Internazionale di Monza, or as us casuals like to just call it, Monza. This track, sometimes called the Temple of Speed, known for its long, high-speed straights into the tricky chicanes. Tonight, 30 drivers line the grid in what will surely be a race to remember. Just a few more seconds to go as our qualifying session wraps up. Each driver getting 4 hot laps around this track to put in their best time. Looking at the timing tower now, Evansvorg going fastest, followed closely by last year's champion winner Tyler Finley. Right behind him, Ryan Evan Hader Barkins. These top 4 separated just by 0.2 of a second, which will surely be a competitive grid. Bert Macklin in the chat. Thanks for broadcasting, Nathaniel. Of course, anytime. Thank you to the league for having me here. It is a pleasure to join you all tonight. So we begin our grid up process. Let's take a look at our full standings. If the overlay will cooperate, of course. As we get that working, we can take a look at our grid from the timing tower. Evansvorg confirmed to be on pole this evening. Tyler Finley behind Ryan Barkins, fighting for that podium. Andrew Jackson, RJ Arnold, I believe a new face to DRL, a new name, trying to make a bold statement for himself tonight. Blake Galvin, Alex Hansen, followed by Morgan Dino, Mitch Nairati, and Corey Pastro, rounding out our top 10. After that, we have Pierce Hanley, Gav Beans Cook in that next row, Stephen Latrail, and Spencer Braun, P13 and 14. Casey Grant and Ross Tweedell, finishing up our top 16. After that, James Kelly, Devin Hoot, as so many racers in the lobby this evening. The timing tower has to scroll through. Yes, sir, in the chat. Whoops, forgot the league started back up today. All worries. No worries. All good. We hope to see you on the grid next week. So drivers begin the bit of formation lap here. Everybody moving back and forth. Get some heat in those tires. Taking a look at our track conditions, 28 degrees Celsius. Shouldn't be too bad. I know some of these drivers were practicing in much hotter conditions earlier today. That track is sure to heat up over the course of the race. Flag momentarily here at Monza. Evansvorg leading the pack, and that is the green into what will surely be a chaotic turn one. Let's see what happens. Looks like that's Morgan going on the inside there, trying to make a peek. Everyone getting through clean so far. Evansvorg making a nice run. Clean at the back as well. Running pretty slow, but also pretty clean. No huge incidents like we've seen in some IRL races this year. We'll see what happens. There's plenty of race to go, plenty of action. Everyone's still here. Ryan Barkins making up a place past Tyler Finley on that first lap. Everyone is still pretty tight. Ryan making a move on Evan down the straight into the third chicane. Third chicane, having that big high speed exit. I see someone behind. I think that might be RJ. Tumbling down the timing board. Not sure what happened there. We'll see if we can get a replay on that. Looks like maybe he and another driver, potentially Corey Castro. Not sure if they got into a little collision themselves there or what happened. We'll go take a look at that momentarily here. Looks like our top six kind of breaking away from the rest of the pack here for a while. See if there's any crazy moves into turn one here. Ryan taking the back roads a little bit here. Not sure what that was all about. He's definitely going to have a black flag for a slowdown there. That should allow Evan Zvorg to get past him. Which it looks like he's going to get done right here. Makes it super easy for Evan. Also for Tyler, 2 Lamborghinis up front now. Also able to get past Ryan. And I see another incident behind. It looks like a Porsche. Maybe Pierce Hanley, not quite sure. It's him and another driver. That one might have just been him. Don't worry, chat. We will find time to go through and look at all of these incidents in due time. Casey Grant getting towed to the pits as well. So no big pileups quite yet. But just little bits and pieces of incidents here and there. While I was yapping, looks like Andrew Jackson also got past Ryan Barkins. Starting lap 3 now. You have Zvorg followed by Finley. That's a spin from Russ McMillian. Take a look at what's going on there. Let's check back into our leaders here. As they got past that turn 1 clean. In the pits, we have Gav, Beans, Cook, and Pierce Hanley. Pierce Hanley, I believe, having some damage from earlier. Not quite sure what happened to Gav Cook. If he got into an incident, or maybe it's an early pit stop as part of his strategy, we will see. Right now, we are following along with our leaders. And then followed very closely by Tyler. Pretty much nose to bumper, getting those drafts off of each other. Mitch Nairati trying to catch up, join that as well, on an island of his own at the moment. And there, just as I say that, Mitch flies off the track, just losing some grip into there. Hopefully there's no damage. Hopefully he can get back on. As it is still a very close race. From our top 6 here. Our top 6 including 3 Lamborghinis. An interesting, maybe off-meta car choice for the season. Not something I see too much in the public lobbies. Looks like our leaders just getting by some traffic at the moment. That's a good turn 1 from Evan. Almost half a second away. It's not going to be enough. Looks like our traffic there sliding in nicely behind Morgan Dino. Just trying to hopefully catch up and make up a few spots. Let's take a look at our most positions gained this evening. Juan Cruz up 14 positions. That is half the grid tonight. Followed by Sam Bozak and Harsh Singh, both up 10 positions. Jeremy Spencer Dunn and Christopher Black up 9. Devin Hoot, Isaiah Backus, and Curtis Field up 8. Ross Twiddell, Mike Code Brown up 7. Stephen Latrail up 6. Changing as we speak. As things settle back in here, see if we can go back to our lap 1 with RJ and Corey. Let's take a look at what happened here. RJ coming through, just locks up there. Looks like Corey in that BMW. I don't see him rejoin the track. Let's see what happened to him. Looks like they might have been contact from the Porsche right behind him. Stewards might need to take a look at that one. We will see. Otherwise, our top 3 still remaining unchanged for the last few laps, but still close together. The top 4 breaking away a little bit from Blake Galvin and Morgan Dino. Still anyone's game here tonight. Just taking a look at our event board. This is Alex Hansen. Big incident there. Looks like many drivers involved. Wants Alex to be out of the race. Minutes already passed in race 1 of season 6. Time flies when you're going hundreds of miles or kilometers per hour. Looks like a little bit of debris piling the track up here. Not sure if that is going to affect the exit of the drivers or not. Now Evan pulling away a little bit here, bit by bit. Slowly building that lead over Tyler. Let's see if we can do a little comparison here between these two drivers. But 6/10, not enough to really make a getaway with it. That's a BMW in the background going off the track there. Doesn't look like a crash necessarily, but certainly losing a few positions, getting some penalty points. And it's going to be a new session fastest lap from Evan Zvorg. The car is kind of getting into their ideal window now. Track temperature and tire temperature. These drivers should be able to get some of those hot laps in. Corey Pastro going into pit lane. Corey Pastro being towed to the pits, it looks like. As well as Pierce Hanley. Not sure if there was potentially an incident between those two. Let's take a look. Our top four, and our top six, really. Status quo at the moment. Each driver is trying to run their best race, get in the mirrors of the man in front of them, make their presence known, and make that move when they can. But with over 30 minutes of race left to go, there'll be plenty of time for opportunities. That chicane still a bit dirty on that exit. Driver's handling it just fine. Back just a little bit. It's still right up there with the lead pack. Andrew Jackson taking a little peek on the inside of Tyler Finley there. Doesn't send it, doesn't get anything done yet. But he is certainly going to try to make his Acura presence known to the two Lamborghinis up front. And just as I say that, Andrew Jackson sets the fastest lap of the session. This lead pack making that turn one variante primavera, as they say in Italian, making it look easy. For the rest of our top 10, all drivers gaining plenty of positions tonight. Juan Cruz down in 15th, the biggest gain of 16 positions. That is over half of the grid. Has to feel good for him. These other drivers, just knowing, especially in the first few laps, all you have to do is just keep it clean, keep it safe. As I say that, Morgan Dino sliding out on the exit of Akari. Looks like he's still in the pack, no damage. But definitely overcooking it just a little too much. Should give some space for Blake Galvin. Looking to maybe get Morgan out of his mirrors for a little bit. Christopher Black in pit lane. We'll hopefully now take the opportunity as things are kind of settling down just a little bit. Take a look at the rest of the grid. See how everybody else is doing. But right now, this battle for the first 4 positions is still the tightest battle that we have on the track at the moment. We will see potentially different strategies coming into play here as the pit window opens. Over 15 minutes gone in this race. Another turn 1. Just nose to tail this top 4. Everybody keeping it fairly clean here. For the moment, at least. Looks like now these drivers get into a little bit of traffic up here. We'll see how things pan out. This could be a great opportunity for someone to get their elbows out and make a move on the other. The slot right behind that 25 car, that Mustang. And that's going to be a pit stop for 2 of our top 4. That's going to be Evan and Andrew.
Come on, man.
Down in key 7, 8, and 9.
Steven, that was so moving under braking.
We have some chaos between, it's like Steven and Spencer. Getting a little vocal on the radio. Not too happy about that move. Something the stewards might have to look at. Isaiah Backus trying to make a move on Nathan Aldis. Mercedes versus the Mustang. That is Sam Bozak. Right behind him in the number 5 Porsche. Going back to our leaders, still behind the traffic, still behind that P26 of Kurt Huber, I believe that is. But Tyler Finley right now officially leading the race. Right behind him, it's Ryan Barkins. Lots of traffic at the moment, getting behind that traffic of that Mustang. We'll see if there's a move into the Parabolica from Ryan. I don't think there is right now. These two are going to have to pit eventually. That is going to be a pit from Tyler Finley. Ryan, the only one in the top 4, still having to pit yet. So we go back to Isaiah and Nathan. Nathan in a lovely anime livery Ford Mustang. Isaiah in the Mercedes. It's the livery designed by the league's very own Tony McAnally, I believe. Lots of battles going on track now as we enter our pit window. This is Spencer Braun going up against Ross Tweedell. Spencer, either the one who was accused of moving under braking or was the one who accused someone else of moving under braking. I am not quite sure. Cutting back to Isaiah. Tyler Finley right behind him. Spencer and Ross. I believe that is even in the 77 BMW. Spencer squished behind two BMWs at the moment. Track very much spread out at the moment. Tyler Finley ahead of Evan Zborg. Currently sitting 10 and 11. Many of the drivers ahead still needing to pit. We will see where things stand after some of this midfield takes their pit stop. Also see Andrew Jackson in the back there. Also needing to get through this traffic. Tyler getting past Isaiah. Just needing to get past Nathan as well. Nathan and Isaiah still not pitting quite yet, I believe. Back to Ross and Spencer. Spencer looking to make a move potentially into that chicane. Doesn't look like he was able to get that done. Getting past, I believe that's the lap car of Harsh Singh in that Ferrari. Heading back to 8th and 9th. Tyler getting past these two drivers. Isaiah going to the outside of the straight. Looks like he's letting Evan past. That's a move from Nathan onto Tyler. Just poked his lights out there a little bit. Didn't send anything, though. Tyler getting past these drivers. Evan looking to do the same. As both Nathan and Isaiah pit back to back. As things cycle back through, that will leave Ryan leading, Tyler Finley behind. Followed by Evan Zborg and Andrew Jackson. Look down at P11, Devin Hoot making contact Mercedes. I believe that might be Christopher Black. Right behind him is Nathan Aldis. Isaiah Backus losing a few positions more than he would have liked to Nathan in pit lane. Not 100% sure on the reason for that. Right now, looking at our interval. Ryan Barkins ahead by a second. May have ran into some trouble there. Not 100% sure. As Tyler Finley and Evan Zvorg slide in right behind him. Andrew Jackson about 3.5 seconds away from this pack. Blake Galvin and Morgan still following them as well. Almost 15 minutes left to go here in race 1 of season 6 of the Degenerate Race League. I'm sure there'll be plenty of more action, plenty of more incidents in this race this evening. Everything's settling back down a little bit now. Quite an intense pit cycle there with all of the lapped cars. So now we sit and wait patiently, see if these drivers up at the front here maybe get a little more excited. Maybe try and send something through, make something work, any kind of move at all. Right now, Ryan Barkham's in the McLaren, is your leader, up 2 positions, starting P3. Now leading the pack. Like potentially some lapped traffic coming up here for our leaders. Not sure if that's going to slow them down at all. Maybe give Andrew Jackson a little bit of time to catch up. Looks like Andrew Jackson goes a bit wide on the exit of Akari. Many drivers doing that this evening. It's a corner where you want full throttle on that exit. But if it's not quite right, you do risk sending it a little too wide. Just waiting to see who is going to be the one to make that first move. Looks like there's a little slipping from our leader, Ryan, on that exit. Many of our drivers likely not taking tires in that pit stop. Just fuel. Saves plenty of time on the pit stop, but will make the car a little more unstable, a little more unpredictable. Almost 10 minutes left to go in this race. It's about the window, and we will see that happen. Andrew Jackson slowly making up time to this pack, going from being, I believe, 4.5 seconds to only 3 seconds behind Evan. Right behind him, Blake Galvin about 5 seconds behind, and then Morgan Dino 2 seconds behind him. Big gap. Prost with P7 fighting with Spencer Braun. Tyler Finley trying to maybe make a move here into turn one. Andrew Jackson going fast, just with a 1:46.8, beating his own record, I believe. Still gaining on that pack, almost 2.5 seconds now. Andrew putting in the work to try and make his way up there before the race is done. So we are sticking with our leaders at the moment. Anything can happen. Anyone can go for a move, but everyone just taking the perfect line. Making the perfect moves. Looking like 4 drivers this evening listed as out. 6 actually, not really sure on the exact number. Just having too much damage. Feeling the need to retire the race, unfortunately. Officially have less than 10 minutes to go here at Monza. Tyler Finley all over the back end of that McLaren of Barkins. So there has not been much movement of positions or changing of positions with these drivers at the front. It has still been intense to watch. Looking like off tracks. For all of this lead pack here, everyone kind of struggling with that exit on Akari. Maybe taking into account how many incidents they have and just making it work, taking that into the calculation. As Ryan goes to the inside, Tyler briefly ahead of him there. But settling into that normal marching order. Looks like maybe some good pressure from Evan here now, as Tyler didn't have the best line going into turn 1. To run into a little bit of traffic here. Is the Ferrari of Mitch Kelsey. Plenty more off tracks for this lead. Running a bit too wide on their exits. Andrew Jackson still gaining time on this top 3. Get that gap down to less than 2 seconds. The more this top 3 fight, the more they run into traffic, the better chance Andrew has hopefully catching up before the end. And that is side by side, wheel to wheel with Tyler and Ryan. And it looks like Tyler has his nose in front. Who is going to win into turn 1? Side by side, Evan right behind. Evan peeking down the middle, wheel to wheel. That's going to be a little bit of contact from the drivers, but nothing to cause damage. Probably 0x in iRacing. As we run through Grande. For the viewers at home, that just means big curve in Italian, and Tyler is ahead. Through the second chicane. Through Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2, Tyler leads the pack. I believe for the first time all race, but I may be mistaken on that statistic. Ryan taking a peek, trying to go through the outside, see if he can get anything done here. But Tyler still holds the position. Thing like quite a wide moment for him, as he might be leading here into the Parabolica. Evan still breathing right down both of their necks. Evan just praying for contact between these two up front so he can slide through for a win here at Monza. Andrew now really bringing the gap down. Less than a second. Andrew really in the mix here for a podium position tonight. That side by side, Tyler taking that back. Ryan getting through now too. Ryan sliding down to P3. Andrew Jackson breathing down his neck. That being a tricky, tough turn 1 for Ryan. Losing not only 1, but 2 positions. The Lamborghini's now up in front. For the viewers at home, this is truly anybody's race here in the top 4 between Finley, Zvorg, Barkins, and Jackson. As they have gotten through the traffic. Will there be any moves into the Parabolica? Looks like we are going one by one. Single file on the entry through the gravel. Going into that tricky turn 1. Will we see any moves? Every driver taking the ideal line, running to the outside of the track. Everybody splitting apart. What is going to happen? That's 2x2. The Lamborghinis through the chicane. As we combine from 1x1 to 2x2. Svorg and Finley side by side. Jackson and Evan side by side as well. Warning here at Monza. The third chicane of Akari. Coming up on some lapped traffic again, potentially in this final, I believe, is going to be our final lap here. Barkin's going wide there. Andrew Jackson getting up into P3. As the white flag waves, leaving us with one more lap of racing here at Monza. Every driver getting a little shaky on that exit, except for Tyler. Tyler holds strong, breaking away by about half a second. The big battle right now being between Evan Svorg and Andrew Jackson. Jackson going to the inside of Evan into the second chicane, jumps the curb a little bit. Doesn't quite make anything work. Ryan Barkin's breathing down Andrew's neck, trying to get that P3, that podium position, back from him. Like the traffic, thankfully leaving room, lots of room for these drivers to fight it out in this last lap. As we enter into Akari, the final chicane for the week. Tyler having a good gap between him and the next three. Everybody single file. Evan waving around, just trying to get Andrew off of his back. Will there be any moves? The time is going down for anything to happen. Ryan running wide. As I believe Tyler Finley is our winner at Monza. Followed close by Evan Svorg, Andrew Jackson, and Ryan Barkins. After that, P5 is Blake Galvin, Morgan Dino. Cutting back into some last-minute battles here. You have Dave Seyfarth. Sam Bozak being chased down by Isaiah Backus. Nathan Aldis in that Mustang trying to chase down the Porsche. I believe that might be Juan Cruz in the Nerds Porsche. Some very bright pink liveries. Absolutely love to see it. Juan is going to hold that position. Up 19 spots tonight. Impressive feat. Followed by Nathan Aldis in P13. Isaiah Backus in P15. Looks like getting past Sam Bozak in the Parabolica at the last minute. Dave Seyfarth taking it home P16. Right in front of Gav Cook. At P17, Gav Cook doing good work in the Formula League for the Degenerate Race League. Maybe not the best result here tonight for him. Jeremy Spencer Dunn rocking the Mack Designs Mustang along with Russ Mighty McMillian also running that same design, just in a different color. These two just hanging out, probably to gotta get some good, some cool pictures. But that is our race. Let's hop in the broadcast booth here. Have some drivers hop into the green room for interviews if they so desire. Most excited to talk to our top three finishers, Tyler Finley, Evan Zvorg, and Andrew Jackson. Tyler Finley here right now. Tyler, how's it going? Congratulations on the win in race 1 of season 6. How does it feel?
Feels pretty good. I'm a little sweaty. Those last couple laps were pretty intense, but it was a lot of fun.
That was absolutely an awesome battle to watch all race, especially those final laps. Do you have anything to say to your competitors, to the world, to Twitch?
Well, Evan, Andrew, Ryan, great drivers. It's always fun racing those guys. I finally got to do a full race with Evan, so that was fun. Yeah, just great drivers. A lot of fun to be on the track with them, and look forward to next week.
That's awesome to hear, man. Congratulations on the win, starting it off strong in season 6, getting Lamborghini 1-2. Love to see it.
All right, appreciate it.
Yep. Have a great night, man.
You too.
Thank you, sir. That was your race winner, Tyler Finley, as we will hang out for a bit and see if anybody else is interested in an interview. Hop back to the broadcast channel. For everyone tuning into the Twitch, thank you so much for joining us this evening. It has been a pleasure to commentate and stream for you all. So we'll give it just a few more seconds here. See if any drivers would like an interview. But otherwise, it seems fairly quiet. A fairly clean race, I would say, from the pack, from our leaders tonight. With that, we will conclude our racing festivities this evening. Once again, thank you for joining us. My name is Nathaniel Acker in the broadcast booth. We'll see you next week. Peace out.